foreskin, and then she threw it in Moses' face and said, "A bloody man you are," because the kid was bleeding all over the place. But then when that happened, the angel backed up. Okay?
The mission was complete.
Hey, now some people might have got offended at the brother saying Moses, it's a good thing he didn't get with a nigga woman, because he would have been dead. Now, you know the greatest prophet that ever lived died at a birthday party because of a nigga woman? Absolutely. Some of you brothers in the audience, you should know who that prophet is. You brothers should know who I'm talking about. The greatest prophet that ever lived, Yahweh Shai said it out of his mouth that this was the greatest prophet that ever lived. And he wasn't talking about himself.
He died over the nigga woman.
He died because of the nigga woman at a birthday party. Brothers know that. Y'all know who that is?
That's John the Baptist.
Okay,
And what was the woman's name? Well, extra bonus, extra credit.
well, it's not. You don't got to add to that because it's not in the scripture. It's in the history.
Salome?
No, Salome was the. Salome was she danced, but her mother was the wife of her name? Herodias. The daughter danced, and was a Herod. He was sleeping with his brother's wife, Philip. He said the dance was. He was so impressed by the dance. He said, "Whatever you want, whatever you tell me, I'm gonna give you. Give me half of the kingdom, or whatever." And she didn't know what to ask for, so the mother said, "Look, ask for John the Baptist's head on the silver charger." All right?
And her mother was...
And then Herod didn't want to do that, man.
But for the sake of the oath, he had to do it.
Exactly. And that was the nigga woman, man.
A Judite woman.
Judite woman.
She whispered in her daughter's ear, say, "Tell him you want the head of John the Baptist was her people."
Well, furthermore, the daughter was an Edomite. So this fucking nigga woman laid down for Edomite, one of the Herod life.
Because she wanted an easy life.
For the black queens out there.
Like they doing right now. There was a beautiful black woman standing over there earlier at the heart. So look at that. That's a beautiful black woman with a fucking crack.
That's why when the death angel comes, that's when the hunting part comes. I don't give a damn how fine that woman is. Her head's gonna be chopped off, man. Instantaneously, man.
The physical Passover in the ancient world.
The daughter was named Salome. Just look up Salome, right? Salome and Herod. Go to Google and give me the whole history.
And Herod?
Herod was having an adulterous relationship with his brother Philip of the Herodians. All right? So there's a lot of history in this book too, man. And they're saying that, oh, this is a fairy tale book. But wait a minute. If this is a fairy tale book, how does this coincide so well with historical events?
Right.
And they speak about Tiberius Caesar, which he was on the scene when Yahweh Shai was born. Okay?
So was Augustus.
You know, the great king.
Augustus had passed.
Yeah, passed.
Tiberius was in power. When Yahweh Shai was born, Tiberius was in power.
He was the one that put the decree for all the world tax. That was at the birth.
It was him, but it was somebody else. I forget, because we did a sit down on that. It was another guy that was appointed to that, man. But it was for him, Tiberius. Matter of fact, get that, man. I'm talking about it. Let's get it.
Luke chapter 2, verse 1. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should
I'm sorry, Caesar Augustus. But when Yahweh Shai came on the scene, that's when Tiberius came in. Augustus was old. He was ready to die, right? Go ahead.
It says, and this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria.
Cyrenius, which is probably LBJ in the reincarnation. But where does it say it speaks about Tiberius? Go ahead.
Luke 3:1.
I gotta go back to the time.
All right. This is Luke chapter 3, verse 1. Now in the 15th year of the reign of Tiberius Caesar.
Okay, so yeah, Yahweh Shai had to be about 15. And when he was born, that's when Augustus was about to die. And then Tiberius came. Yeah. There's no exact off by 4 years.
It says, now in the 15th year of the reign of Tiberius Caesar, Pontius Pilate being governor of Judea, and Herod being tetrarch of Galilee, and his brother Philip tetrarch of Iturea, and of...
I'm going to ask you all a question. Herod, he had a father. He had a great father. What was his name? Got to know that.
Was it Antipater?
Antipater. Antipater. Got to know that, man. I don't expect you to know everything, but you got to know some things, man. You know, you might ask me a smash question that you might have got me, you know? But if you ask me 10 questions, I'm supposed to get like 8 of them right or have some type of idea. That's why you study, man. And like I said, when you come across the word Augustus, put the book down, go to Google, put in Augustus. And it'll give you a timeline, you know? Put in Tiberius. Put in Nero. Nero was around during the time of the Apostle Paul. Okay?
Just as a footnote, they said about Augustus declared the world to be taxed, and that was at the time of the birth of Yahweh Shai. When you go into it about when the Romans would collect tax, it was around the springtime. You know where Esau gets, look, April 15th, you got to have everything in by April 15th, or you're going to get taxed.
Yeah, they got that from the Roman Empire.
The Roman Empire, it was in the springtime, somewhere around, let's say April, Mayish, around there.
And you paid your taxes and your bills on the 1st, because Julius Caesar, that's why you had a Julian calendar, which he went to Egypt to put the calendar together. They called it based upon the Egyptian calendar, but they called the scholars called the Julian calendar, and the word calendar means callings. Callings, all right? Calling of debts or calling of taxes. So when you live in a building, right, when do you get your bill? You get a couple of days before the new month coming, right? You might get it, I do, around the 28, 27, you get an envelope, the bill is due the 1st of such and such and so on. They got that from the Roman Empire. Calendar. And the reason why they had the calendar was to keep up with the debts and the taxes, man. Go ahead.
All right, it says, now in the 15th year of the reign
of... See, if these other guys were deep, they would know that Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is not the Sabbath. All right? So-called Jews follow that. That should tell you right there that's off.
Saturn.
That's Saturn, man. Okay?
The Catholic priests of Saturn worshiping also.
They wear the black. The judges wear the black. They're all Saturnalians. Yep.
And the yarmulke. That goes back to the worship of Saturn. And Saturn, to be in this Saturn worship, you had to be a faggot. You had to pop little boys in the behind. Because the worshippers of Saturn practice something called, Aleister Crowley called it sexual magic. In order to increase your magic or your power, you had to go in the anus of a little boy, which that anus also represents the all-seeing eye on the dollar bill. You can look all this up. The eye of whore ass. I'm gonna call it whore ass. The eye of whore ass is the brown monster behind the little boy's anus. That's the all-seeing eye. So worshippers of Saturn, they basically that's how they increase their sexual magic, their power. Their warlockism.
Yeah, that's one of the degrees of Mason.
That's right.
Was it 33 or 32 degrees? What was that? What was it? 32? That's Scottish, right? What was it called? 32nd degree? Yeah, what was the degree called? 32nd, 33rd degree? Somebody look it up. 33 degree Mason. Go ahead.
Micah chapter 5. Verse 11.
Sublime secret or something like that.
And now, Micah 5:11. And I will cut off the cities of thy land and throw down all thy strongholds.
Read that again, I'm sorry.
Micah 5:11. And I will cut off the cities of thy land and throw down all thy strongholds. And I will cut off witchcrafts out of thine head. And thou shalt have no more soothsayers. Thy graven images also will I cut off, and thy standing images out of the midst of thee. Thou shalt no more worship the work of thine hands. and I will pluck up thy groves out of the midst of thee.
That's your churches, your places of temples, mosques, your places that you worship your God. Go ahead.
So will I destroy thy cities, and I will execute vengeance in anger.
And that's a murder. Go ahead.
And I will execute vengeance in anger, and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard.
That's it. That what degree is that? That's the 33rd degree Mason. When you get to that level, it's usually most of the presidents are at that level. Well, part of that, the sublime secret is a popular voice. Sexual magic, whatever you want to call it. Supposedly give you power. Hey, Yeshua, that's why Yeshua says Satan's gonna pop you in the ass, because he's a goddamn Mason. You know? Yeah, brother. Of course, all you got to do is go to Google and put in presidents who are Masons. They'll give you a whole line for this, man. That's right. Give me Isaiah 47:10.
Isaiah 47:10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said none.
That's the so-called white man. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Go ahead.
Thou hast said none seeth me. Thy wisdom and
because why? How did they do it? They set up the Illuminati, the secret organization. Like if you go back 20 years, you mentioned Illuminati. Oh, at the schoolyard, I see these young kids playing basketball, and a couple of them left, and the dude threw up the Baphomet sign, the Mono Panoto, and he said Illuminati. So that's back 20 years ago. That was unheard of, man. You would ask a person who's the richest family on the planet. They might say the Rockefellers. No, the richest family on the planet are families like the Oppenheimers, the Rothschilds, the Langolos. All right? Yep. Those families, like the Langolos, they go back during the time of Christopher Columbus. The Oppenheimers were richer than the Rothschilds came into power up under the Oppenheimers, man. So you got riches that go back 500 years ago, man.
It's called long money right there.
Brothers, that's how you know they're going down, because their power was secrecy. That's what, like the mob in their heyday, it was real powerful because they were secret. The mob was a secret society. Then you had that guy who came out and revealed them. What's his name? The monster. Joe Valachi. That was the beginning of the end for them. Because that was their power. Their power was secrecy. And it's the same thing with the bankers.
Now you know why he did that, right?
What's that?
You know why he revealed it, right?
Yeah, because they were going to kill him.
Because he was a rat.
Oh, he's a rat. Yeah, Joe Valachi. Yeah, he's a rat. He's a rat. But the point is, that's what their power is, secrecy. So them bankers, that's their power, secrecy. So now that they're coming out and being revealed, they're losing their power. The average so-called American now, they start.
You don't got to take them down. In other words, you don't take them down by getting guns and killing them and all that, locking them up. You reveal, you expose them. And when you expose them, people move away from that system. They know that they're part of that system, so people come out of that system, so they no longer have any power. Right. See, this right here, what we're teaching, is the biggest threat, because we're bringing the truth in. Okay?
Doesn't that go back to the scripture that says, how to wear the Esau and search out?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because you got to search. That's how you know. That's how we know that the white man is Esau, because we searched it out. When you look up the word Edom, and when you look up the word Esau, and a couple of weeks back, I asked you what does the word Idumean mean. And a lot of y'all didn't know. We went into the Bible dictionary, Esau's book, rather, and it said Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom.
That's right.
See?
Hey, brothers, we know that the wicked can't stem from Cain. The wicked is a so-called white man. And the so-called white man's lineage goes back to Cain. Now, for the wicked to be built up, what did the Lord have to do to Cain? He had to hide him. Remember what is written? If anyone sees me, they're going to destroy me.
Right.
So to build up Cain, he had to be hidden for a period of time until he was built up. So there's power in being hidden. There's power in secrecy.
And he was destroyed with the flood. But the spirit of Cain came back as Esau. He came back as a Hebrew.
That's why we're living in a time when the wicked once again will be exposed. Now once the wicked, just like Cain, if Cain would have been exposed, he would have been killed back then. He had to be hidden. So just like now, the wicked is being exposed. So everyone that sees them, we got to destroy them. They're the wicked. That's right. See?
And he said that anyone that sees me shall kill me. And the Most High put a mark upon him and pushed him out of that land into the land of Nod, right? You know?
Like these brothers are speaking about the Rothschild family, how we know that that's the head family of Esau, because it cooperates with the scriptures. Now, Jacob had what, 12 sons, right? Right, the 12 princes, right? Ishmael had 12 sons too. But how many sons did Esau have? If any brothers know, I ain't talking to you, brother. Hey.
Yeah, 5 sons.
Exactly. How many sons did Rothschild have?
5.
Say it again, brother. 5 sons. And they were all trained in banking and dealing with money.
One with the France, one with the Paris, one with the Great Britain, one with the...
They went to every
Germany,
financial
France,
hotspot. And they took over the money system in the hotspot.
England.
Yep.
Rothschild means red child. Roth in German is red.
Yep.
Red shield.
Red shield.
Red shield.
Red shield, red child.
See, when the so-called white man gets rough, when he gets angry, he turns red.
Maya M. Shel Bauer. But that Bauer, that means peasant.
It means peasants, because that's what they're going to go back to. They're going to go back to being peasants.
So that's not even their Rothschild's not even their real name. They just took that name because he had a red shield on in front of his banking house. Money. They were called money lenders. All right.
You see that shield?
Which ain't nothing but a bank. Money lenders, right?
The same shield the police hit you with, that's the shield of Rothschild. On the highway, it says interstate.
This
that's
right
the
here
shield
is
of Rothschild.
Interstate 495.
495.
And you have the Rothschild shield up there. If you go on the actual highway part. No?
So they're going down. They're being revealed. 30, 40 years ago, majority of people didn't know about this. And that was their strength.
20 years ago.
20 years ago. That was their strength that people didn't know. They were being hidden. So now it's coming out. So now they're losing their power. That proves it right there. And there's not a damn thing they can do about it. They can try to pass all the legislation on the internet. They can't stop the internet. That's why Jay Rockefeller.
The cat's out the bag. The horses are outside the stall.
That's right.
The pond. Somebody give me. You got something? After that, somebody hold on deck. Psalms 10, and also go to Psalms.
And that's why Jay Rockefeller made the statement the internet should have never been invented. Why? Because the internet is bringing out the truth, brothers. The internet is bringing out the truth. The internet is the unicorn that's gathering the seed into the barn.
You sure about that, brother?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's right.
And you know that technology is the internet, right?
And by the way, that's something that Ari didn't know.
Right.
That's why them guys are attacking me now. Because a lot of those guys, those other Israelite groups, what you're going to find out is their marketing purpose.
That's right.
They learned from the main school of One West, and that's what they're teaching.
Same stuff.
So even when we showed that Ariel went off on certain things, they're still teaching the same thing. And sometimes they'll say, Ariel never taught that. Then I'll come back and say, well, wait a minute, Ariel is teaching that fat Tootsie Roll is a God said comfortable. Why don't you with him now? Well, he went off. Oh, but back then he didn't go off? Where we at? Go ahead.
Okay, this is Psalm 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life.
That prayer? Is that David? Say it. A man after the Most High's own heart. Go ahead.
Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Now that's what we're saying. Remember when Polite said you're gonna get the Bloods and the Crips on us?
Right.
Hey, say that prayer. Preserve my life from the enemy. Now who were the enemy at this point? They were other Israelites. All right? Some brother asked that. Go ahead, Ak.
Verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Go ahead.
Who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.